Birthdays were supposed to mean something: laughter, family, memories. But mine felt like a funeral. I sat across from my wife, Rachel, at our dining table, staring at the stack of divorce papers she'd slid toward me. There wasn't even a cake this year, just those papers and the silence that came with them. "Sign them," she said coldly, her eyes sharp and unblinking. "Be a man about it." Her words cut deeper than any argument we'd ever had. Be a man? After everything I'd done for her, the late nights working double shifts, the years of trying to make her happy, the patience when she grew distant, and this was how it ended. I picked up the pen, twirling it between my fingers. "You couldn't wait one more day? It's my birthday." She smirked. "Exactly. You'll remember this one." That was the moment something inside me broke. Not with anger, but with quiet acceptance. I'd begged, explained, reasoned for months. I tried to remind her who we were before resentment poisoned everything. But she'd made her choice long ago. So I did what she asked. I signed. Every page. No hesitation. No tears. When I was done, I slid the papers back across the table and said, "There. Like a man." She didn't even look at me. She just stood up, grabbed her purse and walked out, her heels echoing through the hallway. I sat there alone, the pen still in my hand, staring at the empty chair where she used to sit every morning with her coffee and tired smile. That night I didn't go out. I didn't drink. I just sat in the dark, phone face down on the table, listening to the quiet hum of a house that no longer felt like home. The irony of it all. She'd once promised me forever on this same date years ago. Same day, different ending. Then around midnight my phone buzzed. A message from her. Just one line. "I didn't think you'd actually sign them." My thumb hovered over the screen as another message came through. "We need to talk. It's not what you think." When I woke up the next morning, my phone was buzzing nonstop. I ignored it for a while, assuming it was the usual birthday greetings that had spilled over from the night before. But then I saw her name, Clara. My soon-to-be ex-wife. The woman who had looked me dead in the eyes last night and told me to sign like a man. There was something about seeing her name flash across the screen that made my stomach twist. Against my better judgment, I opened the message. "Ethan, I didn't mean what I said last night. I was angry. Can we talk?" Felt like a cruel joke. My hand tightened around the phone. After everything she'd said, after making me feel like some weak failure in front of our friends, now she wanted to talk? I didn't reply. I didn't trust myself to. Instead, I got up, showered, and left the house. The silence inside those walls had become unbearable. Hours later, another message came through. Then another. This time, her tone shifted. "I made a mistake, Ethan. I shouldn't have said those things. Please just hear me out." I wanted to delete it. I wanted to block her the way she had blocked me emotionally for months before all this. But curiosity, or maybe weakness, made me scroll up through her older messages, ones I had ignored during our fights. That's when I noticed something strange. Her messages were filled with guilt, apology, confusion, and one of them mentioned him. I told Mark it was over. He said he wouldn't let me go easily. My heart stopped. Mark. The same man who'd been just a friend. The same man whose name I'd seen pop up on her phone so many times before she'd snatch it away like a guilty teenager. Suddenly it all made sense. The late nights, the cold distance, the sudden decision to end things. She wasn't running from me. She was running to him. For the first time in months, I felt something stronger than heartbreak, clarity. She hadn't destroyed me. She'd freed me. I didn't reply to her messages that day. Instead, I went to the same cafe where I used to wait for her after work. The one where she'd always show up late, claiming she had one last meeting. I sat at our old table by the window and just watched the street outside. Every couple that passed by looked like a version of what we used to be. Close, laughing, untouched by betrayal. It almost made me smile. Almost. That evening, she showed up at the house. No warning. No call. Just the sound of her car pulling into the driveway like nothing had changed. She stood at the door, holding a small cake in her hands, the one she'd ordered a week ago for my birthday. "I just wanted to talk," she said softly. Her voice trembled like she already knew the answer. I let her in, but the house no longer felt like ours. She placed the cake on the table, her eyes red, her shoulders shaking. "It wasn't supposed to happen like this," she whispered. "He was there when we were falling apart. I thought he cared. I stayed silent. I'd spent months trying to understand her silences. Now it was her turn to feel one. She kept talking, apologizing, crying, reaching for my hand that never reached back. I ended it with him, she said. He meant nothing compared to you. But words are like ashes after a fire, proof that something once burned, but never enough to rebuild from. I told her the papers were already signed. You said to be a man, I said quietly. So I did. Her tears fell harder. She left that night without saying goodbye. A few days later I saw her final text. I thought I'd won when you signed those papers. Now I realize you were the only one who ever really loved me. I didn't reply. I didn't need to. Because somewhere between her betrayal and my silence, I'd found peace. Not revenge. Not closure. Just peace, the kind that comes when you stop trying to make someone love you the way you deserve, and start loving yourself enough to walk away. That was the best birthday gift I could have ever given myself.